Hello everybody, welcome to a completely new project. So what we're going to do for this one, this is going to span through the entire history of Formula 1. No changes to the norm, it is very much going to be as it was. With one crucial change though, the starting grids are going to be the finish order of the previous race. So all previous race results carry over. However, if a driver's come in as a stand-in, if they've changed teams, they will go to the back of the grid behind all the drivers who competed in the previous race. So when seasons change and drivers move teams, or if a driver in real life got injured or had to sit out through illness, their replacement will have to go to the back of the grid and work their way through in the respective races, and then that driver themselves will have to do the same when they come back. So that is what we're working to here. The point system will be as was. We'll run the Constructors' Championship right from the start, as I've done in all of my projects. So here for the British Grand Prix, the first round of the World Championship, we did have a qualifying session, and we decided to make it the real grid, the real starting grid of the 1950 British Grand Prix to kick us off. So as in real life, the Alfa Romeos monopolised the top four positions. Then you have, there was only 21 entrants, but the game, you have to put 32 slots in, and so there's the likes of a few extra drivers, plus the Galdinis and the Ferraris, who are going to start from the back of the grid, simply because they weren't in this race. The way we've done it is that the teams who have had cars that qualified got preference. Ferrari in real life didn't do this race at all, so they will all be at the back along with the Galdinis. So, but we will see. Will it be an Alfa Romeo walkover? That's certainly what we expect, I think. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here at the British Grand Prix. So there we go then. It's Farina on pole. You've got Fagioli, Fangio and regparnell. They are the top four on the grid, as was the case in the real 1950 season. Let's see how they get on. It's away, and Farina with a poor start. Fangio, I think, making the best start. Fagioli not too bad off of the line. And then everybody else is lacking quite a bit of pace there. So already you can see the absolutely stunning speed of those Alfa Romeos as they pull away. 1, 2, 3 and 4. It's a lovely sunny day here at Silverstone for the opening of the Formula 1 World Championship, and it's Fangio who is in the lead. Regparnell is up into second place, so the Alfa Romeos at the moment having a good little swap around between each other. Farina, the pre-race favourite, he's dropped to fourth. Fagioli trying to use all that experience, but he's in third, and it's the Argentine Fangio who's leading the race at the moment. But the home hero Regparnell, he is coming up for a look at his teammate as they go down there into the corner, and it's just, I expect this is just going to be a great race, isn't it? Even though the Alfa Romeos might have it sewn up, they are going to be battling between them, and Parnell has gone through into the lead, and I think Fangio runs a little bit wide, and that will enable Fagioli to get through as well. So good moves there. Now it's Farina's turn to have a look at Fangio, and that's Louischiron up into fifth in the Maserati. So, and he's actually caught up to those Alfa Romeos a little bit, so maybe at least one driver's going to have a chance, and it has started to rain. There's been a little bit of a drizzle, and you can already see the circuit getting wet. Albertoascari and his Ferrari already up into 10th place. Fangio down into 4th behind Farina, and it is Parnell who is leading. Could he win his home Grand Prix? He could, maybe, but he's got Fagioli all over him behind him there. And Fagioli will be hoping to make this work and to get the win, although he's a little bit all over the place there. Fangio has dropped back. I think that's Farina up into third place now. Fangio dropping back into fourth, and in fact under pressure from Louischiron, who has gone through in the Maserati. So the Maserati is able to compete with the Alfa Romeos. So, well, there is very much a chance there. Fagioli forges his way through into the lead, so Luigi Fagioli leads the British Grand Prix. That gives a lot of hope for Alfa Romeo, and Fagioli is pulling away as it gets wetter. Fagioli is getting stronger and stronger, and Parnell has lost position to Farina now. So Farina up into second, he's going back into it. Chiron is still there in fourth. Fangio, the early race leader, dropped to 5th place at this moment in time as Louischiron sets his sights on his next Alfa Romeo target. And, well, can he get on the podium then? That would be expected. Chiron runs a bit wide there and Fangio's looking for a way through, but then he gets some grip and he is now going to make the move and get up into 3rd place. Great move from Louischiron, and surely he is going to have a great chance in that Maserati now, because, well, the Alphas are quite a way ahead, so they'll be hoping that they can hold on with that position, but you just never know, do you? At the moment, Fagioli's still leading, but he is being caught by Farina. Farina looking to get back into that lead that he lost at the start, but Chiron really is closing up. And this is a three-way fight for the win now. Surely regparnell holding on in 4th ahead of Fangio, but they are under pressure from those other Maseratis. Byra, De Graffenried and Murray. And I wonder if Alfa Romeo just shot their bolt too soon and they've tired out their tyres, and the wet weather I don't think ultimately helped them much. But there's Farina going the outside of Fagioli and into the lead. Farina back into the lead. Brilliant move. And now Nino Farina leads the Grand Prix, but it's Chiron is going past Fagioli. So can Farina pull away? If he doesn't, the Alphas could be in trouble. Fagioli trying to fight back, and Farina is still holding on at the moment, but Chiron is getting closer and closer. There is definitely the ability for Louischiron to challenge and beat Alfa Romeo. We didn't see this coming after qualifying or in the early stages of this race, but now Louischiron is right there applying the pressure. Farina leading, Chiron 2nd, Fagioli 3rd, and they've still got Parnell and Fangio in behind them, and there is going to be definitely some desperation from Alfa Romeo to try to claw this back, although Farina is actually getting away from Chiron, and Chiron's starting to struggle. So at this point Alfa look like they might be alright again, as once it's dried up the Maserati appears to be struggling a bit, and you know, the Alphas could come back into it here. Fagioli closes in on Louischiron, so clearly in the dry Alfa Romeo is still the best. It has dried up now, and well, but Farina is, I don't know, maybe it's certain parts of the circuit as well, because Chiron is now closed in again, or maybe it's just the way that the game goes, the race goes. Well, Farina still leading. I think they're on the last lap, so he hasn't got to wait very long to win this race now. Chiron is under pressure from Fagioli still, but all of a sudden they close in again, and Farina still trying to hold him, but Louischiron going around the outside, and now he has the lead. Maserati lead the British Grand Prix, and Louischiron is on course to win the opening Grand Prix of the Formula 1 World Championship. Can Farina hold on to 2nd? It looks like the Maserati is gone, and Alphas are going to be 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a shock for them. They hoped and probably expected to win this race. Just shows you can't afford to be complacent. Ascari has got his Ferrari all the way up from 26th to 8th place. That's not bad at all from him. And there's the yellow flag, and that's Farina. Farina has gone off. Alfa Romeo's leading car. Well, that's a shock. And remember, the rule we brought in, Farina is going to be starting from well back in the next race. Louischiron, he could well be starting from pole position in the next race. He is leading this one. Fagioli up to 2nd, then Parnell back into the podium positions at his home Grand Prix, and then it's Fangio trying desperately to hold off that other Maserati, and I don't know if at the moment if he's managing it, to be honest, but he's certainly going to give that a go, because Alfa Romeo needs to find that pace, because this, and Chiron crosses the line and wins the British Grand Prix. Luigifagioli comes home in 2nd place, regparnell in 3rd, Juanmanuelfangio, he finishes 4th, Byra finishes 5th and takes the final points position, and that means then that the World Championship stands with Louischiron on 8 points, Luigifagioli on 6, regparnell on 4, Juanmanuelfangio on 3, and Byra on 2. Alfa Romeo, they lead the constructors on 13 points from the 10 of Maserati, and well, interesting a note, we're going to see Farina having to start further back in the next race. I don't think all the Ferraris necessarily made the progress they wanted to, but they'll have a bit of a better position to at least compete for some points when they're in a strong position from the start of the next race. So there is some stuff that is very much interesting and intriguing, and we very much look forward to it. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Take care.